March 22nd, 2:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
Dude, I can't believe that Adrian. No way, not cool. I collected Adrian Andrews.
She is your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who had easy access to the knife was used at dinner was, well, her.
So after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was sleeping like a log the entire time.
See, she could have easily planted the blood-covered button in your Hakama.
Because she was the one to come wake me up. And, dude, you're saying this, it really was her?
Yes, she is the real killer. She was the one who murdered Yuan Kurita.
But why? I thought she was buds with Juan.
She has her own agenda.
Her own agenda? What are you talking about? Like one of those spiral binders?
Not quite. You'll see by the time the trial's over. You'll be alright. I'll get you acquittal by the end of the day.
Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze, okay? Like Mr. Lawyer Dude.
Phoenix. I think her motive is related to Celeste Impasse missing note, isn't it?
I mean, what else could it be? Miss Andrews depended on her for strength and the will to live. But then she suddenly offed herself. Sounds like she left a low note, and the person thought to have hidden it.
Is Juan Kurita the victim of this murder?
And that's why I think Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Kurita.
I don't remember the truth of this scenario, so I'm curious to find out.
All to get back that note.
Sounds plausible. One thing bothers me.
And that is?
Who was the first that told us about their relationship? Better stated, Mr. Andrews' codependency with regards. Wait, what? Mr. Andrews? Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a slight mistype there.
Yeah. It was Edgeworth.
Looks like he's still the one who commanded the ship. Don't let your guard down just yet. Can you keep up with my speed? March 22nd, 2:25 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby. Or no, that's not the defendant. The courtroom number 3. Judge, jury, and executioner. He's dead. Court will now reconvene now that Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. The prosecution calls witness subpoenaed by the court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan Kurita's room.
Your Honor, please tell me that these reports of accidents on the road weren't because of you.
Delicious, delicious Baja Blast.
Why did I even ask?
What is your occupation? Oh great, now I have to talk as everyone again. I am the manager I'm the manager that defended the case, Mr. Madengard. Oh, I see. Now then. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. Ah, sure. What is it? Everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. I'd love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. After all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossipland.
If the judge was ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me.
Anyway, as I was wondering if you could please tell me about their relationship with their victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Kurita. Also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself. So it was a fry and bait matter, or was that bait and fry? It reminds me of fishing. But I didn't kill him. No one has accused you of that yet. Also got someone will soon. I think we understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Well then, witness, please testify to the court. What happened when you discovered the murder that was taking place? It was time for the show to start, so I went. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room, and there was his dead body. I was in shock. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime photo. Felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice.
Why?
You poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, sadly I don't remember I didn't remember not to touch the scene of the crime. I disturbed the crime scene by moving this one thing. And that's when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Phoenix. She's one cool and collected customer. I'd love to have a drink with her.
I know.
In order to catch a person you like, have to avoid head-on confrontations, send creepy notes in the mail. Disrupt her pace.
I don't think we're gonna be going that Joker route.
You're right. That's more of Maya's thing. In which case, show her this cool Glock you got. Wave it around recklessly. Wave it around recklessly so she knows you don't care.
Okay, one, why do you have it? And if not, why did Pearls have it?
Don't ask questions you aren't ready to receive the answer to.
What the fuck is wrong with the Fae Clan?
We're just finding out they're all just insane.
I think we start off with the statement where she was in shock.
Yeah, hers is pretty straightforward for the most part. Honestly, one of the most simple cross-examinations.
But the simple ones that are trying to leave out the least info.
Yeah.
You were in shock?
What was I not supposed to be?
He's definitely very calculating on this one. And despite how close they were, I doubt it was romantic at all.
Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. It's true they expect that young beauty like her to not be in shock.
Somehow I don't even think beauty has something to do with it.
I see.
Didn't really get anything out of that.
Press the fifth one. Like
This
that,
one?
the one about the making the juice.
Yeah, that makes no sense at all.
Oh, yeah, why would
I
you
was
do that?
shocked about the murder, so I poured tomato juice.
And a wine glass, which, by the way, I just watched an anime where they had that exact same glass and they were drinking beer out of it. I found that really funny.
I mean, it's a little more fitting than tomato juice.
No, it's not. Tomato juice is ironically more fitting because tomatoes, you could at least argue, can be a dessert.
There was a bottle of... oh, wait, wrong voice. There was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself.
But you didn't drink any of it, did you?
No, I was too excited thinking that, wow, I get to live in a Dexter episode.
What?
I love Dexter.
So there were no marks left on this wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it.
Feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it.
Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Carita, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct?
And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time.
Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you.
Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake, that one thing.
What one thing?
Never mind, it's no big deal. Press further.
Yeah.
No reason to let that go.
Absolutely not. I'm going to say you said you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was.
Actually, so would I. I'm sorry, it's just kind of embarrassing. When I set down the glass on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over.
Flower vase. You're talking about the one on the floor in the crime scene photo? This mess of glass shards?
Originally on top of the dresser, as you might imagine, no one puts a vase on the floor like that. But I bumped into it with my elbow and it fell onto the guitar case. Why did you
That would
withhold
explain
such
the
an important
water
piece
on
of
the
information? Yeah, it actually does explain it. I'm sorry, I thought since it's a crime scene, it was already disarray, people would simply assume the vase was just another part of the mess.
It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and everything else you have to reveal to your testimony.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. I guess we should...
Present the guitar case?
I don't think that'll really do anything, though.
But where's
mean,
the
like-
guitar?
Oh, no, we already know the guitar was in,
Yeah, the guitar we already know, but
Yeah, but that wouldn't be a contradiction. That's actually proven by the
Wait,
evidence.
wait, hold on. I'm noticing something.
Oh.
There's some water only on the top, but... if you look at the picture...
it's open.
open. So, someone
Yeah, so
opened it.
You know what?
She opened it.
So, which one do we want to present? The photo or the...
That's a good...
Guitar case.
This might just be one of those times where it's like either or work.
Well, here,
Sometimes they do that,
well, here's
but
the thing. This one
it's
says
like
on
that.
top and it's closed, and the other one has it open. So I think it makes more sense to do
I
the
think-
photo.
I think it makes more sense to present the guitar case because that's the one that has the wetness on it.
Honestly, it could be either way. If I,
All right,
in my
well-
opinion. I have no idea which one.
Okay, hold on. I'll look at the thing and see what it says.
You testify that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct?
Okay, the guitar case is the only correct answer there. I feel like my logic wasn't flawed though.
No, I don't think it was flawed either.
Your logic is undeniable. Our logic is undeniable.
Yes.
And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case?
Is there some problem with what I said? Something you want to tell me about?
It's not some problem. It's a major problem. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testify that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that was true, then the case should have gone wet on the inside, not the out.
Sorry, Discord was not loading the thing.
Yeah, I know.
That's very true.
I wish I could do something about it. Just like 2 more weeks and then I'm done.
Furthermore, there's one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what is that?
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor.
What's wrong with that?
If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, then glass shards should be inside, not outside the case.
Or at least both.
Yeah, at the very least both.
What is your point, Wright? The case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over. Is that all?
No, think back to when Miss Andrews testified to. She said other than the vase, she didn't touch anything else.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, why is it open?
Come on, Discord. Yes, that's right. She did implicate that she was implicitly say she didn't touch the guitar case.
But this whole matter with the guitar case is dead end. Wherever guitar was found in the studio, it has no bearing on this case at all.
Are you sure about that, Edgeworth?
It seems that there's no deeper meaning to the guitar case.
Make her testify.
Make her testify. Testify. Testify.
No, we shouldn't, guys.
No, we are. So, the antique guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
Can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you.
Believe why I'm doing this either. I mean, I can. We've literally won entire cases by keep going, keep digging, keep reaching. Like, this is how Phoenix has won so
Alright,
often.
I'll follow along for now. This better not be something stupid, Mr. Wright, or else I'll kill you.
Whatever happened to Miss Windbag, old bag anyways?
We're done with her, I think,
We
hopefully.
shot her.
Execute her.
Why didn't I get to witness?
Also, I just noticed something. Why is she holding the card that was near Maya?
It's not. She had it right.
No. Yeah, I can't remember if that was explained.
Oh, she said she just found it. She found it in her bag. Didn't know where she got it from.
Yeah, inexplicably. Like even she's confused by it.
Sounds like bullshit.
I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I have one. I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked over the vase. Not a big deal though, right? The case is empty after all. As for why I opened the case, I don't know. That's just weak.
Yeah.
That is incredibly weak.
It looks really wasn't important at this point. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
I said the line.
I know.
It wasn't very important.
Fixing something. Wastefulness was such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting.
It's a cross-examination, please.
Using anyway to change the topic, even though you didn't actually say anyway, because it was in your dialogue, but you didn't read it. If you escape for a weak man. Alright, where do we want to go?
Next one. This one.
Yeah,
No, I didn't want to press.
Oh.
So you open the guitar case then?
Yes, well, maybe.
Why did you open the guitar case?
Huh?
Mr. Korea's dead body was right there in front of you, wasn't it? I would think the first thing you would do is call for help, not open the guitar case.
As the witness has said multiple times when she found the dead body, he was dazed. Maybe I was curious to know if the bright red guitar was alright or not. I thought maybe the criminal took it.
Yeah, but why would she care about it?
Getting back on topic.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to present the case back to...
You want to present the case here?
Well, no, yeah, the case. Because if you actually read the little text blurb on it, only Karita's fingerprints were on it. Nobody else's.
I missed that part.
There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case.
Why would you say that?
It's elementary, my dear.
You're not Sherlock Holmes.
Shut the fuck up, Felix.
Because only fingerprints on the guitar case are those of the victim.
What the fuck is going on? Why couldn't this be an easy case? I wanted to just go get Taco Bell.
You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
And what do you mean?
What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time? We know you weren't.
Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
What did I suggest earlier?
It was the night of the awards ceremony, so of course I dressed up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. Yeah, I'm almost sure it's wearing a pair of thin gloves.
Oh, Mr. Wright. It seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime.
That's strange.
Yeah,
we already
that
know,
is very strange.
we already know that
Strange
she was.
indeed.
We already know she
It's
wasn't.
almost... No, it wasn't like, oh... So you were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange?
Why is that strange? You have something that would prove that I was not wearing gloves at the time? Oh, just going straight forward,
the
huh?
glass.
Hit the glass. The wine glass.
The glass.
Wine
The
glass.
glass with your fingerprints on it.
The wine glass.
I have your proof right here. I believe you took a drink.
No, I only poured it, remember? Oh, shit.
Left your fingerprints very clearly on it, if I recall correctly.
Damn it.
Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself the glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case?
Oh, we broke her glasses. Oh, she's got another pair.
Huh. I mean, good on her for having spares.
I have a feeling that'll happen at least one more time. Looks like you hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
It's not just an empty case, Phoenix.
I wonder if it was really empty.
You got a gun in it.
Yeah, so this guitar case had no guitar because it was at the studio. So what do we have? Yeah, seriously, we need to drop the presumptions.
Phoenix, stop assuming things, you dumbass. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
No, that's not right either. Phoenix. Phoenix.
Phoenix, you're being dumb.
I admit that'll be a natural of someone to do that. Sorry, that was just me thinking there was less lines there. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the facts of the case.
Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's unusual misdirection tactic at work. The court towards an unrelated topic, then lull it all into misguided...
Objection.
Fuck you.
No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means the case was closed when the crime took place. However, it was wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I am sure this guitar case had some relation to the murder.
If you're so sure, Wright, then I'm sure you would somehow substantiate that outrageous claim. Please enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything at all to do with the murder.
Can you do it, Mr. Wright?
Well, let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been inside that case.
Are you saying there's something else in there?
Bright white guitar.
I love how even Edge was like insane.
He just completely ignoring the judge here.
Yeah.
So, you intend to push that your theory was the case was not empty. Is that right?
I wouldn't say I didn't intend to prove.
Deflate that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside the case at the time of the murder?
I don't think it's any of... I'll be honest, I don't know.
Let me see something real quick. Hold on.
Be right back.
I'll be honest, I'm a little stunned. I think the thing that would have been in the case is not in our inventory.
No, I think we have it. I just think we're not thinking quite the right way. Also, we wouldn't have gotten to this point if we didn't have it.
Yeah, I know, fair enough. That's just why I'm not sure what the direction we should be going with this.
I think I do. Take a look at this text. Now take a look at the photo.
Oh. Oh, I see it now.
Do you see what I'm thinking?
It's
I'm
him.
back. What are we talking about?
Would you like to educate MJ on what I theorize?
That inside the case was the costume itself. Is that what you're saying?
So that's what I'm
So
thinking.
I was right. The murderer was in the case.
I say we go for it. Again, I think we have to present this because I don't think we have anything else that... yeah, I don't think we have anything else that... So I think we ought to show this.
This is a photograph.
Yes, but what is important is what is in the picture, Your Honor. It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I am proposing is... inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume.
What?
Alright. Mr. Wright, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, are you saying the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be in doing something like that?
The insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. And Miss Andrews put on it to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews?
Refuse to accept your theory. You have anything to support such a preposterous idea?
Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. In the end, she managed to get this shot, correct?
Order! looks like we wandered into quite another mess again. Haven't we?
Nice job, Phoenix.
Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later.
So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Wait a second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai costume could have been Mr. Madame Guard's. Or it's something else defended to be in the victim's room. And inside the guitar case of all places.
Mr. Wright, the court would like you to hear your thoughts. So actually read your lines, Deadlock. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside of the guitar case? Obviously stolen.
Stolen or spare?
No, but the thing is, though, from what we heard earlier, Mr. On Guard was wearing his costume already. So it couldn't have
Obviously,
been
it
the
was
same
stolen
one.
off him. He was just gonna run out naked into the, onto the screen or something.
No, it was probably a spare, if I'm being honest.
It was probably spare, but the stolen one sounds funnier.
It would be funnier, but probably unrealistic.
Oh, entirely.
Yeah. Mr. On Guard did not take his thanks for doing that.
I thought you would read it better.
Yeah, in that case, the costume we are talking about was a spare one.
What?
Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were two Nickel Samurai inside of the water? Inside of the hotel?
Hotel, yes, that's why I'm saying, Your Honor.
And how do we explain the costume got inside the guitar case?
I mean, that would mean the victim himself had planned to bring this spare to the ceremony.
But why?
We're gonna find out Juan Carrito is planning on murdering Matt on Guard.
The victim, Mr. Carino, was the German ninja, not the Nickel Samurai. Why would he have the Nickel Samurai's costume? What could the reason be?
So that's what he intended.
What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without a sense of inner monologue?
No, I was just...
Why do you think the victim had the costume then, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. Believe in you.
Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai's costume to the hotel was... I believe it was the ticket.
Yeah, because there's supposed to be the press conference.
Yes, where he was with the
Angard
Nickel
didn't know
Samurai.
about it.
Yeah, Angard didn't know about it, but everyone was talking about how the Nickel Samurai would make a confession. On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference.
Oh, press conference?
Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference.
Heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right?
What struck me as strange was that Mr. Angard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night.
Kind of forgot Adrian was even here. We've kind of been talking around her at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, like...
The way I see it, that can only mean one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Carrita himself.
The victim?
Victim?
Yes. Spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Carrita was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai.
He's gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold the conference? Why would he fucking do something that's stupid?
That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I am concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference.
Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. By confessed, I'd wager he was going to reveal something about himself.
Which means that Juan Carita, posing as the Nickel Samurai, we're going to speak about Matt on guard.
I guess that would mean...
That's the case. It's not a confession, that's public disclosure. Huh.
Miss Andrews?
See why you're pros at what you do. Yes, just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan.
It's a really good thing that all of these people, upon us getting the even slightest mote of, knowledge of what's going on, just completely give up all the lies.
Yeah.
It's very nice of him.
I mean,
no, it's very considerate.
well, I don't think Andrews is guilty of anything, so she has not. She's only hiding it for her own safety, really.
Which would still be perjury, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily.
No, it's not perjury. It would fall under, I forget what the term is, but
Anyway, I was the one he has to help set it up. Person who prepared the second costume for him. That was also me. Wanted to bet everything on the Jammin' Ninja this year. Lost the Grand Prix. He was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. But he thought anyway. Okay.
he was going to ruin him, huh?
Like somehow Juan had his hands in a secret so powerful that would destroy Madame Gard's acting career had it been revealed. Wow.
What?
And you know what the secret of Miss Ungard is?
That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is.
Well, I imagine Mr. On Guard would know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
Do you want our client to testify?
No, I don't think he does either.
I've been coming off. I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. That's been everyone except I've been trying to protect Matt after all. I mean, yeah, she
Go
is.
on.
She is his agent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yet another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. God, I fucking hate these people. Miss Andrews, tell us what the fuck is going on.
Your Honor, I understand. Protecting Matt. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. I had to kill Juan no matter what, and he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. Thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt I had to protect him. See, now that would be accessory to murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Right.
accessory murder is still better than murder, obviously.
No, it's you. Accessory to murder means that you get the same fucking charge.
Most of the time.
Mm.
Because that means that you were, as you know,
You didn't do.
culpable as, like,
You knew about it, and you didn't do anything to stop it.
Yeah.
Well, I am the logical type. Really seeing her true self. That's
I mean,
good.
would that be the same thing in the Phoenix Wright universe, or?
No, probably not. Probably not, unless it's a specific case. And in which case we have not dealt with yet, so...
There's no objection. I feel like I can pass of it.
Why do you usually always want to do this without
Yes.
letting us cross-examine?
Yeah, but, like, Judge, I have a right to a cross-examination.
No, you don't. You don't have rights here.
It's literally my job.
Well, it sucks then, doesn't it?
And we'll see you guys next time where we'll do this next cross-examination.
What?